power of the dark side.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of Bedrock Minecraft. Alrighty. Well, we're continuing work on the spawn area point. And as you can see, there's already some changes. Well, what ended up happening was Bedrock updated to 1.10. Which means we have some more functionality with the Villager and Pillager update that Mojang is working on for the Java edition. So, that means we have some changes to the world. One of the biggest ones is the texture pack is now officially here on Bedrock edition. And this is kind of what it looks like. To me, you know, it has a bit of a cartoonish type feel to it. I really tried to figure out a different way of describing it, but to me that's kind of, I guess, the best way of describing it. The good thing is it has a more of a connected texture as long as you're not looking directly at the block. So if we look at these blocks, all right, as you see, I don't have any block particularly selected like I would here, say like that grass block right there, but you can see that the continued textures are a lot more smoother. There's no hard definition like say on that block where there's definitely a line there showing that there's a separation from block to block. Leaves, you know, the grass, if I don't look directly at the grass, you know, it's a lot more smoother in its texturing. Same thing with the walls and stuff like that. It does change though some of the color coordination with it a little bit too. The andesite, which used to blend in really well with the various stone and stuff, has a slight more jump out quality to it, as it were. So it still blends it because, you know, it's still part of the gray family, but it's not as blending in as it used to. Which is, you know, actually it's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't know if I have any of the combos. Here we go. So the cobblestone still, you know, pretty fairly sticks out. All right, but the wall itself, you know, it blends in okay. The one that really sticks out though is this right here, the granite. Not that you know, you go from this gray to this like beige, pink, beige, and colors of that nature. Really mixed all that great to begin with. Let's look up here a little bit better. You can see the polished version and unpolished versions, of course. But you know, it's still actually not too bad. It's livable. One of the things I like is they got the new glass texture, at least for clear glass, in here. Which when we get over to the iron farm, I'll show you. They don't have it with the stained glass. As you can see, you still have these like particles. Although these ones aren't really that bad here, because it, you know, blends in a lot better than the clear ever did. Alright, so let's take a look at some of the other stuff. Before we go on any more of the texture stuff, since I'm right here, I want to point out one of the features that Bedrock has been missing that it had an opportunity to fill has been the offhand. Now, right now, you can put maps in your offhand, and as you can see, I can put my arrows in here, you know, stuff like that. But now we finally have shields in Bedrock. Yep. So now we can actually make and place shields in our offhand. You can also place it in your weapon hand. To activate the shield, though, you have to actually crouch. So you see a little figure up top there. He crouches down. You see the shield places in front of him, and that's how you work the shield in Bedrock Edition. In Minecraft, it's different. So we finally got that functionality. All right. So, well, let's move on to the next part. I haven't tested it yet. I'm probably going to test it right after recording this. The loom is supposedly available for crafting banners, and I don't know, maybe when I break between this cut and the next cut, I'll check that out. And if so, I could probably test to see if the banners still work with the shields. Okay, let's see. Combination of coloring. All right, here's a pillar that I built that changed a little bit when they changed the textures. It's okay. It's not what I originally had envisioned, but it's fine. It still actually works, and he's dying in the background. So, this is what those various textures look like put together. All right. The wood textures are here. There are definitely changes to a lot. Not all the blocks, but most of the blocks. Here's the vines. Not sure that I like that. It looks too fake. Leaf textures. That's jungle, of course. The jungle wood itself. So, and of course you see over there, there's the birch. Now the birch leaves, I think, appear a little darker in color in green. So, I'm not really sure which one we'd call more of an olive color. Probably that one. Okay. The spruce. Oak, of course. And I mean, the blending of the textures is what really helps. And you come over to this, something like this, and actually, the connectivity is really helping. And we now finally, I have to test it yet, but according to the notes, we have essentially bark blocks, in which we have the bark texture on all 6 sides, which will be quite useful in some of the stuff I was looking to design. So, okay, let's get over to the crop area. This is one of the biggest changes, I think, to the textures is the crops. Definitely have a whole new look to them. So, this is the potatoes looks. My poochies. Let's get over here. Of course, that's the wheat. That's the final stage of wheat growth. And the carrots on the other side. Now, supposedly there's been some changes with the villagers. I haven't really noticed any with the ones that I currently have on here. This is the carrots. Okay. And all of my trading still formulates around old villager style. I believe the trading looks to be in version 1.11 that they're going to change over to. So for now, everything still functions as normal with the villagers, and the iron farm itself still functions, even though they've started implementing some of the changes for village designations. In the Java edition, village designations is no longer determined by doors. Doors have been made irrelevant other than simple protection. Okay, it varies now on the villages themselves, their workstations, and beds. And what they call a meet-up area of a village, and that's where the villagers come together and do this thing they call gossip, like all villagers do. So, that change is still not quite in yet, which is a good thing. Because this whole platform is based around an iron farm concept. Let's see. Then there's some of the other things that we've gotten. See, here's some more of the texturing of the andesite in with the grays. So it does blend, but it's a little bit more pronounced than it was previously. That's my opinion. Before it blended in a lot better now. Now it shows off a little bit more, which is good, actually, because it definitely gives you that differential in textures. I'm going to lose the light here soon. Getting into, the looks of the weeds, carrots, beets, that's definitely a big change as well. So, it's just, the whole texture thing it's going to need to be gotten used to, that's for sure. So that's kind of where we are at the moment as far as some of the changes that affect at least the look of things anyway. I mean, as we walk around, you can kind of see. If you look at the previous videos, you'll see the changes. So, you see that vine look just. I don't know if I like the vine look. It just. Yeah. We'll see. Like most things, it'll probably grow on me. Now the wood textures on the logs definitely has changed. I think some kind of gotten like a little darker. Let's go over here and take a look at the dark one. Now here's the dark oak one. Right, the underside, you see the circles and stuff. This is not as orange as it used to be, which is probably a good thing. Because it really limited the build style for some of this wood here for the acacia. And of course the leaves. Alright, so I think that's pretty much as far as I wanted to cover as far as the changes from 1.9, which I was playing in before, to the 1.10 look. So now the next part of the segment is we're going to continue with building on this tower. And I'm going to build this section underneath here. So you look at what we are building. Okay, remember we started building this down here. We got to this point and left it off. We're going to build this next little section and get the lava going into place. And I left it off there because the back end portion of this is I have to leave it because I want to get the center column in place to figure out exactly how the rest of this pillar from the back all the way down is going to fit in with what I have here. Alright, so we're just going to connect this part in here, get the lava flowing, get that up and running and stuff like that. Now, quick note, I do have fire spread turned off on this particular world. But even so, if you don't have it turned off, the way this is designed, the wood elements that are up here are far enough away and covered by enough stonework that it won't catch fire. Alright guys? Alright, so let me flip over the night here and set up a couple other things, and then we'll go over here and build the next section of the pillar. Here we are, everybody, underneath the pillar section where we need to work. Okay, so if you remember correctly, from the last episode, we have a single chute of lava coming down underneath this brick right here. And then what we did was we left a hole here and here so that when the lava hits this block, it'll split into two more lava streams. This way we get to use only one bucket of lava but get the essentially 3 lava flows out of it. Alright, so what I want to do now is I want to actually have this block come down by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm going to stick a junk block on the bottom of that for right now. And in this one here, I'm going to come down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it matches up with this junk block here. Same thing on the other side. Alright. Now this block here was a full block, and we're going to actually change these blocks out to a upside down staircase just like so. Okay, so now this is what we look like at this point. Let's get our lava chute into place from behind here. So we're going to build this section up here. Alright. And then right here is where our lava is going to pool. It's going to be like a catch basin, if I can get my tongue to work, so that the lava won't flow anymore. And what we're going to do to form that is we're going to use upside down stairs right here at this level, like so. Alrighty. And then from underneath here, I'm going to put a junk block right there. And a stair block will go right there. And we shall do the same thing on this side. Like so. Okay. Now, that's just a temporary hold. And make sure what I also want to do And we get to finish off the front. And then what we're going to do is on this staircase to that staircase all the way up there, we're going to put netherrack fencing, just like so. Just to give it a little look. Alright? Okay. Now, I am going to want to get behind there, so I'm done with that. Let's switch out for this. Alright, let's attach this here. Good, no problem there. Alright, now what I want to do is I want to add an extra level of... Because this is where the lava chute is. Alright, so I just want an extra protection as far as the lava is concerned. I'm in the way. Okay. Now, I can't put the lava in yet because if I do, it's going to flow and kill this. But we do need to get down a little bit and take out some of the scaffolding. Alrighty. Can I get that one? Yeah, I can get that one. Oh, good. Oh, I can get that one too. Alright, that makes it a lot easier. Alright, now, as you can see from underneath, that one, this one down, I think. Right, good, okay. So, this is one of the reasons why I have now come to love scaffolding. Okay, so we're, let's take you out. So now that we're underneath, I want to continue the, this downward slope here. Alright, which means I need to take this block back out and replace it with a regular block like so. Let me make sure I can build out here without falling. Yeah, I was afraid of that. That's no big deal. So we'll just do this. Okay. And then we're going to take our stairs. And I'll do it from the side. How's that? You're going to go here. You're going to go there. And you're going to go there. Which then allows me to put my junk box there and continue my red block coming down, as well as the nether brick to create this three-way look that I'm going to continue with. Alright guys, now let me get down and get all the scaffolding before I lose it real quick. No sense losing supplies if we do not have to. Let's get this out of here, get you out of here, get you out of here, get you out of here. Alrighty. Let's get you out of here. Let's get it all back. Let's take a quick look at what we got. Okay. Switch you all out. Give me the bucket of lava, give me that. Alright, so let's take a look at what we got here. Come back this way a little bit, and take a look at it. Okay, good. That's what we want. Now, let's put the lava in and see how it flows. Now, this is one of the differences between Java Edition and Bedrock, is that if I hold down a button, I will stack the scaffolding on Java. If you're up here and you hold down, I don't remember if it's shift or not, but the scaffolding actually will go out in the direction for which you're pointing towards. Okay, so now we're going to put the lava in, and this is what the hole looks like from up this way. You take the lava bucket and put it in this block right here. Okay, so it's going to go in here like so, and it's going to begin to flow down. See, it's going to hit that block there, and then it's going to split, come in, and then give you that full look, as if you have used like 3 separate lavas. Actually, why am I doing that? I can just go all the way to the bottom. Derpiness. Make sure I get it all back, and then now we have a completed pillar section. Alright. For that, anyway. I didn't go into... you can see what I did. The gray part there, it's nothing more than, you know, putting up sides downstairs and then just doing the block combination. So I didn't bother to show that. I just wanted to make sure you saw that, how I set this part of the pillar with the lava flowing in and where it stops. Alright, guys. And next episode, I'm going to actually do the center column so that the rest of these columns, these outer columns, can be finished off. Alright, so that'll, hopefully will finish up the spawn point area build. And we can move on to the next one. Alright, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Y'all take care now. Bye. Alright, everybody. Here's a little extra bit that you probably thought I had forgotten. Anyway, here is the loom. It's crafted by using 2 pieces of string and 2 planks. Doesn't matter which type of wood, any kind of wood will do. So it's 2 planks, 2 pieces of strings, and you get the loom. You do have to have the banners pre-made in the background color that you want it to be. Alright, so we're going to place it in there. And let's see here. I'm going to want to have... Let's see. I'm going to choose... And what color do I make that normally? I believe I normally make the X blue, right? Or is it red? Gotta kind of remember myself. Okay. So we'll make that, okay. Nope, slot. Put that back in. I'm going to choose red. I don't want the X this time. We're going to want the red border. Okay. Yes, that's what I want. See? Okay. And then I'm going to use one of these patterns I made. The flower charge pattern, which is going to go in the pattern slot, which is the 3rd one, which is going to give me the flower right here option without actually having a flower. Alright, and then I get my little yellow like flower sun type look on my banner. Alright, okay, so let's take that out, and you don't lose the pattern. You can reuse these patterns. So now I have my banner. There it is. That's the banner I use in all of my worlds. And now let's see if we can stack this with the shield. Normally you can just put it on here, and no, it doesn't appear to stack. Alright, so that functionality is not added in as far as adding a banner onto the shield, so we at least now know that. But we still can make banners a lot more easier now using the loom. And in case if you don't know what this is the lectern, where you can actually put a book and quill on here and read the book. Alright, guys, which is a redstone component because it does, it's supposed to anyway, send out a redstone signal and stuff. Some of the information may not be working with a lot of these blocks. The team is still working on those things. Alright, guys, later.